we go. Perfect. All right, well, thanks for showing up this Monday morning. Once again, just find your way to child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch, forehead down to the mat. I guess the one good thing about all of this as we go is, right, it's forced me to practice with you, and so where I wouldn't maybe normally get a practice in, I'm getting one in. So I guess there's a little spotlight there as well for me. So yay! Oh, take a couple of really good full breaths. Let the ribs expand. A couple of good full exhales, and I'll just throw it out there. I'm hearing a little static, so if somebody didn't get a chance to hit the mute button, maybe just take a peek at your screen. Make sure you got the mute on. Grace agrees with me. Her little snorts. Sometimes even hear just that little rock of the forehead so that you can massage the third eye. It helps to start to signal the calming effect in the body. So a little pressure right between the eyes helps to move from fight and flight to back to a little bit more of a neutral space. And go ahead and press yourself up a little bit just so you can feed the right arm under. So we'll just do a little thread the needle here in child's pose. So bringing the right arm under the body and then letting yourself come back down. Pressing up, bringing the right arm through, and now come over to the left. Feeding the left arm under the body, let your forehead come back to the mat. Feeding the left arm back through, make your way up onto hands and knees. So finding our way into a tabletop position, wrists, elbows, shoulders align up, knees under hips, and then just moving through a few cat-cow. On an inhale, let the collarbone heart come through, gaze up. And on your exhale, just really pushing the mat away, letting the back body round. Finding the rhythm of your breath as you move through this, all of us a little different in that cadence. So allowing yourself to linger maybe in the up or down, wherever you might feel a little bit more sensation. And then one more round. yourself land back in neutral, and then from here, take the left arm, right leg, reach them long. Notice the major joints, right? Notice your hip joint, notice the shoulder. Make sure that the upper arm bone, the head of the humerus, and the upper leg bone, the head of the femur are nice supported in your sockets, right? So you're not like pulling out. You're reaching long, but you're supported. This posture, everything draws into the navel. So really finding some strong core engagement, nice and active through the lifted right leg, flexing through the foot. You can feel the internal rotation of the right thigh. Maybe playing today as you move through really isolating where in the body you have the strongest sensation, the most engagement, or maybe need a little more engagement. One more full breath in. And then exhale, release the hand and knee. Move over to the other side, right arm, left leg. Same thing as you settle in. Are you supported in your major joints? Nice and active through the lifted left leg. Can you find that line of energy from fingertips and toes, drawing all the way into the navel? One more full breath in. And then exhale, release the hand and knee. Walk the hands forward a bit if that makes sense for you, and step yourself back, down dog. As you land in down dog, whatever movement makes sense for you, pedaling of the knees or bending the knees, dropping the hips to one side. I always like that one. It brings some nice length into the side body. And then settle into your foundation, really feeling the hands, excuse me, as they root into the mat. Feel where each finger comes in, so you have this whole connection through the palm. And then grip, almost like you're trying to grip a jar open, so you can feel the forearms, they kind of spin away from one another, but the biceps spiral in. And then the shoulders, they broaden because the arms are up overhead, so just make sure you're nice and supported in the shoulder. Core engaged, and lastly, legs, just really pulling you up and back. Taking your left leg, reach it up to the sky, turn your hip up, bend the knee, press the sole of the foot over. Maybe a little rotation in the ankle if that's good. And then take your left leg long, let the hip drop in, bring the knee in, step your foot forward, low lunge. So as you settle in here, I'm trying to realize my phone is still on and I don't want it to ring, so I was trying to quick turn that off. But let yourself settle in, so really hunkering into the left foot long through the right leg. A little squeeze in, reach through the heart. Right hand's gonna stay connected. Left hand's gonna reach up, find your twist. One more full breath in. Exhale, release the hand down, right knee down. Come up, coming into the right hip flexor. This beginning that's in pretty much all of my classes because it gets into the major joints of the body. So I like to start this way so that we just find some mobility before we start to step into a flowing practice. And then bring yourself through center, hands connect. You can start to straighten through your left leg. Sole of the foot can stay connected, or you can lift the toes. Walking the hands forward, curl your back toes under, step yourself back, down dog. Come forward to a high push-up plank pose. Lower all the way down. Let your heart come through, little baby cobra. Shoulders wrap onto the back, hands pretty firm into the mat as you draw yourself through. You can feel the triceps engage, legs nice and active to support the back as you lift up. Take a full breath in, and then exhale, lower, press yourself up and back, down dog. Take your right leg, reach it up to the sky, turn your hip up, bend the knee, press the sole of the foot over, a rotation in the ankle again if that's good. And then taking the right leg long, let your hip drop in, really feel the internal rotation of your thigh, nice and strong through the core, and then draw the knee in, setting right foot to the top, nice and long through the left leg. Then as you hunker in, both feet solid, try to squeeze them together, really turning on through the adductors and deeper core. Left hand's gonna stay connected, right hand's gonna reach out, find your twist. One more full breath in. And then exhale, release the hand down. Left knee will come down to the mat, hands up onto the right knee, sink down and forward. Whatever arm variation works for you. And then come through center. Start to straighten through. Folding over the right thigh. And then walk the hands forward, curling the left toes under, step yourself back, down dog. Come forward to a high push-up, lower all the way down. Heart comes through, one more cobra. Unless, of course, this is part of your practice and you prefer this to up dog, this is where you'll go for the flow. Take one more full breath in. And then exhale, lower down, press up and back, down dog. Full breath in, and a full exhale. Full breath in, and a full exhale. One more, nice and full, in and out. Take the gaze to your hands. Step to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Sweep all the way up. And exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step yourself back. Down dog. Come forward to a high push-up. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full. In and out. Gaze to the hands. Step to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, folds. Inhale, rise, sweep up top. Exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full. In and out. Gaze to the hands. Step to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, folds. One more time through. Inhale, rise. Sweep up top. Exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step yourself back. Down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full. In and out. Gaze to the hands. Step or float. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees this time. Sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. So let yourself sink in fairly deep. Try to get the thighs parallel to the mat. Make sure you can see your toes. And then draw in through the center, really drawing in core, heart floating, arms reaching, energetically pulling up. Right, that's part of finding some peace in this posture that is fairly demanding of the legs, is utilizing the other parts of our body to help bring some engagement, some support. Finding ways to create these little platforms in your body that when things start to feel heavy or struggle, that you have tools to bring in lightness, to set a stage that you can start to move through where you are. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift, planting the hands. Step yourself back, down dog. Take your left leg, reach it nice and long. Stepping the left foot through, right foot will come down, come up. Warrior One. So as you settle in to Warrior One, nice and strong into the left foot, so you're stepping down firm there. Nice and long through your right leg, finding the outer edge, pinky toe side, even lifting the toes so that you notice that you're not gripping, right? That you find the whole sole of your foot. As you root the feet down, maybe that little squeeze. And you'll notice when you do that, the hips start to square up a bit more and you find some core engagement, so you get a little more lift and support through the upper body. And once again, I'll offer up for you to energetically pull from the feet up through fingertips. When we play with lightness and utilizing our breath, our body in different ways through this practice, it starts to give us the tools that we can, look at, analyze, reflect on how we move through those moments in our lives that maybe seem a bit challenging, or we kind of get lost in it, right? Like you get pulled into it, kind of what I was talking about before we started, right? Me getting pulled into the busy of my life and allowing for it just to start to go back to where it was, and a little quicker to realize that I need to control my schedule more. So these things that we learn on our mat, we can take with us. Take a nice full breath in, and then hands down, step yourself back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take your right leg, reach it long. Step the right foot through. Left foot's gonna seal down. Come up, warrior one. So as you settle in, once again, finding the foundation from side to side. One side always a little more dominant than the other. And so where can you find that spot in your body that you feel engaged, right? Like you're here, you're committed, you can feel the muscles working, but at the same time, you're utilizing everything within you to help there be a sense of maybe equilibrium or a little balance. You notice there is a sense of ease with this engagement, right? This commitment. I talked about that probably a bazillion times in my teaching career about how, when we see people with grace and ease and they're floating around, most often it's not because life is easy for them. There may be a little bit of that, but they found a way to really harness the tools they have around them, utilizing the structure around them, utilizing the structure within. Take a nice full breath in. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step yourself back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full. In and out. Take the gaze to your hands. Step to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift, plant the hands, step yourself back, down dog. Take your left leg, reach it nice and long, and then step it through. Come up, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. So as you settle into warrior two, open hips. Again, maybe just lift the toes so that you find the whole sole of your foot. Make sure you can see your left big toe so that your left knee stays directed straight ahead and not dipping in towards center. try to keep your shoulders square over the hips, not leaning too far forward or leaning back, just more upright. And then as you notice through upper body, you're overextending, can you just draw back into that sweet engagement of support through the shoulders, all the way through fingertips. Take a nice full breath in. And then exhale, hands down to the mat, step back, down dog. Grace was on cue with that one. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take your right leg, reach it long. Step your right foot through, left foot down, come up, warrior one. And then open, warrior two. All right, side two, often there's a little ease just because we know what we're doing, right? Like where we're gonna be and that we're gonna hang out here for a little bit. So as you do, as you hang out, notice where is the engagement in your body? Does it support you, or are you adding in additional areas that you don't need? For as much as we try to learn how to harness the things that we need within our body, physically, mentally, emotionally, a lot of times we're adding in stuff that has no value to where we are. And then that's where we start to create our drama. A place that was living a bit this weekend. You can laugh at it now. In the midst of it, I wasn't. Take a nice full breath in. And then exhale, hands down to the mat, stepping yourself back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take a nice full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full, in and out. The gaze to your hands, step to the top. Inhale halfway, exhale folds. Bend the knees, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift, planting the hands, step yourself back, down dog. Left leg is gonna reach long. Step the left foot through, come up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. So if you want that little half bind, taking the right arm behind, catch the top of the left hip. Otherwise, just leaving the right arm along the right leg. Gaze where it's good. It can come up, out to the side, or to the back foot. Check in with the toes. I noticed that is gripping a bit, so lift them up, find your feet. Nice full breath in. And then exhale. Hands down to the mat. Step back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take your right leg, reach it long. Step the right foot forward. Come up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your front palm. Reverse half bind if that's good. One more full breath in. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, in and out. Gaze to the hands, step to the top. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold. One more time through, this time just one breath each movement. Sink back, chair pose, Utkatasana, full breath in. Exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale halfway. Exhale, play the hand, step back, down dog. Take your left leg, reach it long, step it through, come up, warrior one. On your exhale, open, warrior two. Flip your front palm, lay back, reverse. And then hands down to the mat. Step back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take your right leg, reach it long. Step the right foot through. Left foot spins down. Come up, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. Hands to the mat. Step back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full. In and out. Gaze to the hands. Step to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink in a little deeper and now start to hover over the thighs. So coming into this little power chair version here. And then finding your twist. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Draw the shoulders together and down. Really reach through the crown of the head and through the tailbone so you keep length in the spine. And then spinning, stacking shoulder over shoulder. Keeping the right knee back in line with the left. Inhale back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Toe heel the feet. Whatever arm position in ragdoll makes sense. I'm going to interlace fingertips behind. And then releasing the hands. Toe heel your feet back together. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Come over the thighs, running parallel to the floor. Stay nice and long. Hands will come in towards the heart, and then hooking the left elbow outside of the right knee, finding your twist. Inhale back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Once again, toe heel the feet. If you want a different arm variation, you can always, take gorilla, hands under the feet, or opposite elbow. You still need a little shoulder love, so I'm going to interlace fingertips behind. And then release the hands. Bring the feet back together. Nice and slow. All the way up to stand. All right. So find your way into tree pose. Root in with the left foot. Right toes maybe to the mat. Up onto the shin. Or up into inner thigh. Hands to heart centered. Finding that center line in the body. Reaching up through the crown of the head, so whole body's engaged, even in balance. Like when I first started this practice, I would think, oh, thank goodness, balance. It's like a time to rest. And it is a bit, but it's also about engagement, right? Engagement through core, hands pressed together, let that be pretty firm. Now interlace fingertips, draw the palms down, and then nice and slow, start to bring them overhead. So as you bring overhead, if the ribs bow out, try to draw them back in. And then release the hands so they face one another. Start to slide the right leg over, wrapping once or twice, moving into eagle, wobbling if needed, right? And then right arm under left. And then go ahead and release. Sweep the arms up, unwrap. And then settling into the right foot, left toes to the floor, onto the shin or inner thigh. Get nice and tall, hands in towards the heart. Interlace fingertips, draw the palms down, and then up overhead. Releasing the palms so they face one another. Start to slide the left leg over so you wrap in the legs once or twice. Left arm under as you move into Ego Pose, Garudasana. And then go ahead and release. Sweep up, coming to the top of the mat, full breath in. Exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift. Plant the hands, step yourself back, down dog. Come forward to a high push-up. And then nice and slow, all the way down. Chin, cheek, or forehead to the mat. I always like a little rock in the hips, just that reminder to let go. And then the other cheek down. And then come back through center. Interlace fingertips at the small of the back. Start to squeeze the palms together. The arms will come up off the back. Shoulders come together. Let your heart start to float up. Gaze softly to the top of the mat. Nice and active in the legs. You can keep them pressing into the mat or start to float them up. One more full breath in. And then exhale, lower, come all the way down. Inhale. And a full exhale. Interlace fingertips. Start to let the heart float up, legs float up. Another locust. One more full breath in. And then exhale, lower, come all the way down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, pressing yourself up and back, down dog. And then from down dog onto the knees, and then swinging the feet around, come onto your back. Get a moment of thinking, maybe I do camel today, but I think in light of time, maybe not. So root in with the feet. You want to make sure that they're close into your bum. You should be able to graze your heels with your fingertips. And then pressing in, these back bends driven by the strength of the legs. You press in, the hips float up, interlace fingers under the body or arms alongside, and the shoulders rock in as you lift up. One more full breath in, and exhale, lower, come all the way down. Inhale, and a full exhale. One more bridge or wheel. If that's part of your practice, you can move into more of that full back bend, planting the hands just outside of the shoulders, pressing up into wheel, coming back into bridge. You can always say no thank you and hang out in Supta Baddha Konasana. So finding what speaks to you this Monday morning. Nice and slow, all the way down, soles of the feet together, knees fall open, Supta Baddha Konasana. And then let the knees come together, bring them in towards the heart, a little squeeze, a little rock, and as it feels good, happy baby. And then releasing the feet, we'll take upside down cow face. So wrap the right leg over the left so that you tuck the left knee behind. Flexing through the feet, reach down, grab hold. Start to draw the knees in. The more you draw in, the more compact you get, the deeper the sensation. So finding that right level for you. Go ahead and release, little windshield wiper between sides. And then wrapping in to the left side, so right knee tucked behind left. Give that little squeeze in, keep the feet flexed, that helps to protect the knees. And then go ahead and release, little windshield wiper. And then bring the knees in, take the legs, reach them up to the sky, a little Viparita Karani. Before we move into our little inversion, interlace fingertips behind the head, lift the head and shoulders up off of the mat, little pulses up towards the toes and sky. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're only going to do one set of these, so don't worry. Cross the right shoulder over to the left knee as you drop the right leg long or right foot to the mat. All right, here you go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Both legs lifted. Float the left foot or left foot to the mat. Cross the left shoulder over to the right knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Both legs lifted. Lower the head and shoulders down. Just a few breaths here in Viparita Karani. and bring the knees in. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Taking the arms out to a T, let the knees drop over to the left, gaze to the right. And then knees back through center. Letting them fall over to the right, gaze to the left. And then back through center. One last squeeze in. And then find your way into Shavasana. Final rest. Letting the arms come alongside the body, legs nice and long. Heart floats up, eyes closed. Start to deepen your breath. You can welcome a little movement back into your fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead, nice and long. Legs long out in front of you. When it feels right for you, let the knees find their way in toward your heart and finding your way onto your side. With your eyes closed, making your way up to a seated position, hands resting at heart center. Draw a nice full breath in and a full exhale. Full breath in and a full exhale. Inhale, draw your thumb knuckles up to your forehead, elbows wide, huge smile on your face and light in your heart. Inhale. And exhale, bow forward. Namaste. Thank you.